What's going on, boys? No guys here, welcome back to another video. So in today's video we're going to go over player ratings, but not my opinion. I'm going to talk about what chem stars you're going to be needing when the game comes out. I think that's the most important thing. Just want to firstly say, don't worry too much about the player ratings. Everyone has been brought down a peg, should I say. A perfect example of someone like Aubameyang. Yes, we all know Aubameyang had a fantastic season. He should retain 88 or at the very least go to 89, not 87. But if you look at actually his in-game stats, he's very much had an upgrade. You can see his finishing was as you can see now it's 91. In contrast, before it was 89. You can see his composure now is 88, whereas before it was 85. Some other few stats have changed. You know, his finishing has gone up, his long shots have gone up. There are some things that have gone down. You can argue his balance has gone down by 1, but the agility has gone up by 1. So a lot of these things don't really look at this overall rating. It really means nothing. This rating is not important. The most important rating is the in-game rating. For example, like I'll give an example, pace. Ronaldo's pace, he's got 89 pace. The most important thing is sprint speed, because sprint speed is the fastest speed your player runs at. Acceleration is just how fast you get to the sprint speed. So you can argue the combination. So if someone's got 95 sprint speed and 84 acceleration, is it the end of the world? Well, no, because you can always increase it with a hunter, and the sprint speed is the most important thing. One thing I want to also mention is chemistry styles. Now, obviously, we know there is some new chemistry styles, and this is from the G Infinity. It's not from EA themselves, so we can't say this is a guarantee. But from G Infinity Esports, they host some of the events for EA Sports or work with EA Sports to do it. And as you can see, they have new designs that look fairly nice. But they also have, you know, a list of all the chemistry styles. Now, if we go, for example, to Shadow, apparently there's been some changes, some rumors. I don't know 100%, but I can only give you that when the game comes out. So I don't know regarding the changes, so I'm not going to talk about that. But what I'm going to talk about is when you're looking for a striker, half of these strikers on this page are unusable. I'm going to tell you right now, half of these cards, most of these cards, if you pack them on day one, of course you'll use them for like a week or so. But then I'll guarantee you after, let's say for example, you pack someone like Griezmann, or let's take a better example, someone like Lukaku for example, you pack him, as soon as you got money, there's only one person you're buying and you know it, and it's Ben Yedder, because you know, can't even spell, Ben Yedder, you know, because he's got high sprint speed, naturally, well not high sprint speed, but a hunter's got high sprint speed, high patience, I'm going to say, naturally, very good agility and balance naturally, good shooting stats without the chemistry style boost, and he's got a 5-star weak foot. The 5-star weak foot is the most important thing for a striker. I'll give you an example. I would rather have someone like Ben Yedder in my team over someone like 91 Lewandowski. If I pack Lewandowski on the first day, as soon as I somehow fund, as soon as I got enough money to buy Ben Yedder, I'm buying Ben Yedder in my team, and I'll put Lewandowski at cam, and I'll eventually put him on the bench. Because he's just not good enough. Yes, his shooting is very good. If you're watching this and maybe you're like a goal 3, goal 2 player, you might be thinking, what on earth is this guy talking about? Is he joking? But let's be honest, Lewandowski, a top tier player, the best player, I would say, should have won a Ballon d'Or. I mean, honestly, you can argue you got cheated out of it, but that's the topic for another day. But, you know, 4-star, a very good player. But the sprint speed is not good enough. Yes, you can try to fix it by putting something like a hunter on him, but then you're stuck. His agility and balance is also not that good. So what do? You could try to put a sniper on him, because a sniper gives you both agility and balance, but it doesn't really give you sprint speed. So you're kind of stuck. But you can put an engine on him, but then he doesn't really get the pace. He just gets +5. So you're kind of stuck with what to do with his player. And because Ben Yedder has a 5-star weak foot, it puts him in front of Lewandowski. So even though his shooting is not as good, Ben Yedder on a 5-star weak foot on his weaker foot, which I argue doesn't have one, but you can argue on, let's say Ben Yedder's right-footed, Ben Yedder's left foot is still going to be better than Lewandowski's left foot on with his better shooting. Don't forget, a general rule of thumb, someone who's got a 5-star weak foot, these stats are going to be the same for each foot. If someone's got a 4-star weak foot, as a general rule, you can assume that his finishing is now 4/5 of what it originally was if someone shoots on their left foot. So that is something to bear in mind. So someone like Lewandowski, they're not going to be really used that much. The most important things, and realistically, there's a combination of multiple things, is sprint speed, the most important for a striker in my opinion. Sprint speed, finishing, agility and balance, a 5-star weak foot. Everything else comes second to that. That's what you want to look for. So when the game comes out, you might not get Lewandowski, you might not even pack him. Realistically, we're not going to get him. But you should be looking at a play and you should be thinking, okay, Which player? So I'll give you an example. When I went into FIFA 20, the player that I got was Joseph Martinez. 900 coins, amazing. Why? Because even though he doesn't play any league, I subbed him on, 4-star weak foot, 90 sprint speed, decent finishing, very good agility balance. The guy lasted me as a super sub all the way until I could afford someone much better. He lasted me all the way until December I was using him. But obviously around about October time I got a better team. Hugh Minson is a perfect example of a guy that would trump any Premier League striker per se, you can argue. Very simply, because he's got amazing stats. Now he's got a 5-star weak foot as well, so he'll be better than someone like Aubameyang. Someone like Aubameyang, I'll be honest, again, when you get him on the first day, he'll be a fantastic player. With a sniper, I think he's a very good card. But as soon as you can afford someone like Ben Yedder, I think you're going to move Aubameyang to the wing. And players like, for example, like Harry Kane, they're just unusable. Someone with that low of a sprint speed and that low of acceleration and that low agility and balance, even if you put an engine on him, his sprint speed will max go to 74. Now remember this, you got to think this very logically. An example is Ake. He's a defender. I know he plays for Man City now, so he's going to be inflated, but whatever. Last year, Ake, I think I paid like 1.5k for him, maybe 2k. I don't remember. Let's have a quick look. Let's just change this to the 30th of 2019. And the game came out, it was around about, okay, I paid like 2k, whatever I did for him. But you can see 75 sprint speed. I bought him with anchor for 2k. He's got 80 sprint speed. Now, someone like Harry Kane, even with a hunter, let's say they have the same pace, you're already going to be behind. Why? It's because the defender is always going to be positioned more defensively and therefore going to be more defensive, and Harry Kane has to then run in behind to get past him. So if your defender is in front, you already lost that battle. Even if you have creative runs on, unless you time, you just do an L1 trigger and you trigger Harry Kane to run forward. But even then, Ake will still catch up. Why? It's because he doesn't have the ball. He's faster without the ball, and therefore he'll get to the ball quicker before Harry Kane. So Harry Kane is redundant. Yes, he's a very good finisher. If I packed him on the first day, would I use him? Probably, up until I can afford anyone. Probably even someone like Joseph Martinez. Anyone that's got a decent agility balance. And this guy under delay is going to feel horrific. Can you imagine that? Agility and balance in bad delay. So that's what we want to look out for. Try, if you can, additional stuff you can try to go for is, for example, like composure. Dribbling is also very important. And then I would say shot power is good, but it's not the end of the world when the game comes out. Long shots only matter if you take long shots outside the box. Positioning, I don't think is going to be that important. Of course, for the higher tier players, it will be, but when the game comes out, you shouldn't be worrying about positioning immediately. And that's what I'll say. For jumping, you can argue, you know, heading is now changed. There's new heading styles. So maybe heading can come back. But again, someone like Immobile could get the job done. Maybe with the engine. Aubameyang, maybe. Suarez and Griezmann as a hunter, maybe. Vardy, yes, a very good card with a sniper. Lukaku, no. Werner, another very good card. You put a hunter on him, or you put a sniper to get his balance up, a top tier player. But players like Haaland, who got the combination of bad agility and balance, especially look at his balances where even with engine you can't save him. Someone like Icardi, combination of bad agility, balance, combination of bad pace. Werner, very good with sniper. Again, bad. Even if Lukaku had 90 sprint speed, I still wouldn't use him because of that balance. And this is just the truth. So a lot of these players that you will see, a lot of them you're probably not going to be using. You can use them, you're probably going to see everyone else using them, but you're going to be players using someone like Mbappe in striker, someone like Ronaldo, someone like Ben Yedder, someone like Hugh Minson. That's what I just wanted to quickly mention regarding that. But that's something just to take note of. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. Take it easy, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.